Hello, welcome to the shop.
Let's talk about our advanced laptop lapboard.
It's advanced. Why no, I did not get 12 and a half new tattoos during this time of quarantine, but thank you for noticing.
For years, I've used a laptop board to hold my laptop when I'm doing work in the evenings, which is most evenings. But the laptop board isn't very stable, as you just saw. It tilts, it moves, the mouse goes all over the place, and I end up with the mouse in my lap constantly or falling off the board or whatever. And it's just not comfortable. It's underneath, it's got one giant pillow. So I have a giant pillow sitting on my lap, and then a piece of wood and no ventilation for the laptop. This isn't good. So we decided we were going to build something better, something more advanced, something more in line with what we need here.
So to replace that old lap board, we made this advanced laptop lap board of advancement. The first thing you might notice is that it has a donut shape, but oh no, this donut shape is not for eating, it's for the laptop to sit on top. That way airflow can go to and from with ease. It's pretty great. Now, the next advancement is the frosting of the donut. Now, instead of having a whole pillow that makes you nice and toasty and warm in 90-degree weather, you have specially located pieces of foam. This part is for closer to your knees, or I guess like mid-thigh, I don't know, wherever it will fall on you. Here is where it falls on your individual legs. So that way you don't have a whole pool noodle strapping you into this roller coaster of laptopdom. You just have places where it's actually going to be used. Welcome to ye old lapboard, population U. Now you see these two pieces that extrude outward. This is because the manufacturer does not know if you are right-handed or left-handed. But we all know that we're right-handed. So sorry left-handed people, this one's not for you. Over here you have this cushioned leather patch. That way, so when you're doing mouse stuff on your laptop, your wrist arm does not get hurt or tired from just rubbing up on wood all day, because instead it has leather to cushion the fall. Here we have this lovely piece of vinyl that is a mouse pad. Now, everything is built up around here. Why is that? It's the arena for the mouse. It can go every which way and not fall out. I'm not going to do it this way because then it'll fall into the donut chasm below, and we do not want that. Here is an inductive charger. You have the little lightning bolt, which matches my hand, coincidentally, not really, where you put your phone to charge. That way, everything's great. Everything is right at the point of use, since we all know that we're right-handed. This plugs into your laptop. Over here, it's a cute little USB. It's fantastic. I know you like it. It's a good job. Thank you.
Every project starts with the first cut of the wood. The laptop board itself is 3 pieces of oak which are glued together. That 4th piece to the right is just there as a brace to maintain the distance between the pieces. It's really just an innocent bystander in all this. While those pieces are drying, we'll cut the right-handed control panel that'll hold the phone and mouse pad, and the strips of wood that will make up the structure of that control panel. Then all the pieces are glued in place using a combination of super glue gel and a little bit of wood glue where needed. The super glue is strong enough for the job and it dries very quickly, which keeps us from getting bored when building complex things like this. Now you can see the phone charger bay, the mouse arena, and the hand rest. Both panels are then sanded. Here you can see a hole that we drilled for the wiring. That was not a good move, it wasn't the right place. But it's inside the charging bay, so not visible. You can see that hole on the right here as we glue the control panel down to the now dry lapboard. And now the basic structure of the laptop lapboard is complete. After the control panel glue is dry, a hole is drilled in the undamaged control panel in the correct place for the wiring. We'll do the same thing on the other one. The laptop panel structure is complete, and it's time for the tung oil. The tung oil really brings out the color of this red oak we're using. But it was a really humid week in the swamp where we live, and it took this tung oil a very long time to dry. This delayed construction quite a bit, but hey, it looks good. The two Inductive Charger covers also get tung oil. These covers are made of basswood, which is a hobby plywood usually used for model rockets and RC planes. It's not normally used in woodworking, but we do what we want. When the tung oil finally dried, we added 2 coats of water-based matte polyurethane. That actually dried a little bit faster, but it was still pretty humid. With the structure complete, a strip of leather is hot glued to the handrest. I used hot glue here so that I could remove the leather as it wears out easily without having to tear up the wood.
So we've already discussed about this inductive charger. It's pretty cool. It's as thick as a penny, except that it's not. Now, you plug in this cool little neat little dude, and there's a little hole in here for the wires, so you don't have wires everywhere because that's annoying. It sits in there, that's great, except for one thing. It's got this cool little Cylon looking Cyclops LED. So right now it's a Decepticon colored. You put your phone on it and it's an Autobot. It's pretty great, but the problem, you set this thing on in here, put the cover on top, and now you can't even see it. You can't see the LED at all. That's an issue. So we're gonna use fiber optics, which is something that I learned about 30 minutes ago, but I feel like that I'm an expert enough to tell you all about it. So this is a cheap fiber optic lamp. Usually you give it to kids or teenagers or college students, and they're entertained for hours. Now, the best part about fiber optics is it routes the light from the little light source at the bottom up through these branches to make a sick little pattern. If you remove them, then you've just got a regular flashlight. Like, it's cool and all, but you can get this as a flashlight. We're here for a party. Now that we have a party, we're gonna take this party to the inductive charger. We're gonna route it to the charger so you can see it, and we're gonna cut a little sliver in the arena so as soon as you plug your phone in or as soon as you turn everything on, you see it immediately. It's pretty great, it's gonna work, and you're along for the ride.
And now this subtle fiber optic display tells us the status of the charger. A strip of vinyl is added to the mouse arena floor to give us a mouse surface that, if it wears out, can be replaced. We want the charger bay to be accessible in case we ever have to work on it, so we'll attach the cover with screws. And pilot holes ensure that we won't split this really thin hobby basswood that honestly shouldn't even be here. The woodworking standard these days is to put a lightning bolt in the center of an inductive charger so that the uninitiated can actually find your hidden charger. We thought that was a pretty good idea and decided to conform. So look at there, a lightning bolt, just like all the other woodworking people are doing. It's like we belong now.
Lightning bolt! Ah! Lightning bolt! Sleep! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Sleep! Lightning bolt!
The panel is attached with 4 small panhead screws that are put in at the extreme edges of the panel so they will not interfere with phones sitting on the charger. We want all of the charger components to be accessible in case we ever have to change it out or do maintenance. So the cable is held on by simple masking tape. We did get black masking tape so it would match the screws and the vinyl floor of the mouse arena. So it's decoratively nice, but it's really just to hold that cable in place in case we ever need to remove it. And then a single cable tie down is used to hold the end of the USB cable, and that USB cable will be plugged into whatever USB port is available on the laptop. Carpet tape is applied where the foam supports are going to be, and then 2 by 2 inch air conditioner insulating foam is put in place. This foam is rigid enough to hold its shape, but soft enough to conform to whatever lap it's sitting on. You can see the large pathways we've left open for ventilation. So now with this new laptop lap board, my laptop is where I need it. I don't have extra wood hanging off here because I'm not left-handed. All my stuff is over here on the right-hand side. I've got a place to rest my hand. The mouse won't fall out even if I lean back in the chair, which I usually do. And my phone is charging right here next to me. It's everything that I need, and it's lightweight, and it gets the laptop plenty of airflow so that it won't overheat while I'm, making movies. These lap boards are the first part of the iron end table project. You see how they slide into their slots on the end table? We'll finish this later when we finish up the electronics that'll be up where that wood is stacked. So, there's our advanced laptop lap boards because they're advanced. Thanks to our patrons for making all this stuff possible. You help us buy all the parts for things like this, and that helps us make better movies. At least we hope it does.
Thank you so much again, patrons. Also, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do not want to miss an upload, hit the bell icon. Then you'll be notified every time we upload, which is pretty sick, and you should do it. You should follow us on our social media. It's down below. Also, we have merch if you would like to buy something. We have t-shirts and stuff. But anyways, thanks. See you later.